अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। मैं हूं तनवीर यही वाला। मेरा तल्लुक पंजाब के ज़िला बहावलपुर से है और करंटली मैं रेहान कॉलेज मुनव्वर कैंपस का स्टूडेंट हूँ। और आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है डिस्कशन हाउ टू ओवरकम फेयर एंड टॉक बोल्ड स्टेप इन लाइफ। और चलते हैं अपने टॉपिक की जानिब और डिस्कशन शुरू करते हैं।
Hey, how's it going?
हेलो माया।
Good. So,
My today
still
question:
wrestling with.
what in the road case of fear and how can we identify it?
Gotcha. So, you mean how do you spot burnout creeping in before it totally hits? Sneaky, right? People tell me it often feels like just being really, really tired, but it's more than that. Like a constant low grade frustration with everything. What does that feel like for you when you're starting to feel overwhelmed?
Okay, next question. Is fear always
All
negative
right.
or can it sometimes be useful?
That's a good question. I've heard people talk about good stress, like the kind that motivates you, but honestly, I'm a little skeptical. It feels like we just reframe exhaustion as ambition. What do you think? Is there a useful kind of burnout, or is it always a sign something's off?
Okay, my next question. How can
Shoot.
I list my biggest fears and prioritize them?
Pairs, as in like priorities? So you want to write them down? I've heard that can be helpful. Get your head. What's usually at the top of that list for you?
My question: how can I list the biggest fear and prior- prioritize them?
Mm. Sorry, could you say that again? The guest pair part threw me. Just want to make sure I understand what you're asking.
Okay, go to next question. What should be first small step
Fair.
toward facing fear?
Mm. People say boundaries are huge. Learning to say no without feeling guilty. Easier said than done, obviously. But it's about recognizing what genuinely drains you versus what actually moves you forward. What's the hardest no you've had to say recently?
Okay, my next question. Uh,
Go for it.
what daily habits can help build confidence?
That's a good one. I've heard small wins are key, like actually finishing that one little task you've been putting off. Or people talk about daily gratitude practices. Sounds a bit cheesy, but apparently it shifts your focus. Do you have any habits that already make you feel a little more capable?
Okay, my next question. How can we reprogram the mind to make bold decisions?
Repro. Right. So for 2025, people talk about affirmations, but those always feel weirdly forced to me. It seems like consistent small acts of courage are more effective, like deliberately putting yourself in slightly uncomfortable situations. What's one tiny thing you could do this week that would push you just a little outside your comfort zone?
Okay, next question. Uh, is,
All right, what is it?
visualization an effective techniques to overcome fear?
Hey, just a heads up, we're almost out of time on this call. It's one of those beta limitations, sadly. If you create an account, you can have much longer conversations. Okay, and you were asking about visualization? I've heard it can be useful for boosting confidence, but honestly, it feels a little Ooh, effective techniques, though. That's
O-
interesting.
Okay, my
What could
next
help?
question.
Ah,
My next question: what
right.
do you people fear the most when it comes to taking bold step in life?
Whoa. Okay. That came out a little garbled. You mean where do people most often mess up when trying to take risks they actually want to take? Is that it?
Okay, next question: how can we reduce the fear of failure?
You all right there? Sometimes it feels like just nothing's happening up there, you know? It's a whole mood. No
Yeah.
pressure to share, of course. Now what? Do you have something you wanted to say but lost the thought? Happens to the best of us. Take your time. Or
My
we can totally
question,
switch gears if you'd prefer.
my question is what? How can we reduce to fear of failure?
Okay, so you're asking how to condense 10 years of life into what a shorter span, like how to get more done or feel like you've lived more fully. Is that right? Just want to make sure I'm tracking.
Okay,
You
my
know,
next question: does our environment, environment and
gotcha.
company-friendly family increase or reduce fear?
All right, so you're asking about the impact of company and family on environmental issues and whether increasing or reducing costs would be helpful. That's a pretty big question. Are you thinking about things like carbon footprints or something else specifically?
Okay, next
Mm,
question: how
okay.
can we prepare?
It's
How can we prepare our mindset before taking bold action?
good one. Before diving into goal setting, getting your mindset right is huge. I think a lot of it is just getting brutally honest with yourself about what actually matters, not what you think should matter, but what truly does. Beyond that, maybe a quick brain dump. Just write down everything buzzing around in your head so it's not all fighting for space when you're trying to map out a plan. Does that resonate?
Okay, my next question: how does our thinking fuel fear and how can we control it?
Okay, so you're asking how our thoughts affect our fare, which I'm guessing you mean our overall well being or how things turn out, and how to steer those thoughts. It's a good one. Honestly, it's a messy system. Our brains are constantly making stories, and often those stories aren't flattering. A lot of it comes down to recognizing those patterns, the negative self-talk, the catastrophizing, and then gently, consistently nudging yourself towards more realistic and kinder interpretations. It's work though, no magic bullet. Does that make sense?
Okay, next question: does journaling help us understand or fear it? Yes, how?
Definitely yes. Journaling is basically a cheat code for self understanding. It's a space to sort through the chaos without judgment. You start to see patterns in your thoughts and feelings that you'd never notice otherwise. It's not about perfect grammar, eloquent prose, just getting stuff out. You've been asking about it a lot lately, actually. Seems like maybe it's something you're considering.
Okay, my next question and last question: what common traits to do people have who overcome fear and take bold steps?
Whoa, that's a lot. Let me try to untangle that. You're asking what common obstacles people face when trying to get clarity and take bold action, right? And if people have guides or mentors who help them with that, yep, absolutely. A big one is fear of failure or even fear of success, which is weird but real. Perfectionism is a killer too. And honestly, just not knowing where to start. As for guides, tons of people benefit from mentors, coaches, therapists, anyone who can help you see things from a different angle and challenge your limiting beliefs. It's definitely not a solo mission for most people. That makes sense? All right.
सो गाइस, ये थी हमारी आज की डिस्कशन माया एआई के साथ। उम्मीद करता हूँ आपको काफ़ी कुछ सीखने को मिला होगा। तो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट किसी इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक के साथ अगली वीडियो में। अपना ख्याल रखिएगा, तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।